and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Nuggets, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed.
Yeah, seeing where the Nuggets are, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now Denver's starting five. They've got Peyton Watson, Cameron Johnson out there with Murray. Then there's Nikola Jokic, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And these teams squaring off for the second time in a row, Clark. Do you think things change in terms of strategy?
I think you make minor adjustments, but the biggest component I see in facing the same team is whoever lost has a little bit of a psychological edge to flip the script. So it's harder if you won that first game sometimes to be able to make it 2 in a row.
Murray passes to Watson. Denver moving it around. The kick out to Johnson. The 3. Outside Watson. On the wing, Murray from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
We've seen Murray shoot it at over a 40% clip for a season. To me, I think that's a sign of a really good shooter.
Miller outside. Down low. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Jones, the pass to Jokic. And here's Murray, hounded by Ball. Murray, no good. Here's Charlotte now. Now here's Ball. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. And the shot goes.
Off to a nice start here. They hit all 3 from the field.
Here's Murray, 4-point game, and you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
And here's Charlotte now. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor. They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. Now Jokic. Impressive numbers he's putting up, averaging just over 28 points a game. And he sinks the 11-footer. Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
I have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Ball surveys the floor. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Murray. He played a great game against Charlotte. Tries the spin move. The 3 ball. Miller pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Here's Murray. The Hornets making their last shot. Jokic finds Jones. Now here's Jokic. He's covered closely. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Boy, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find them.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Bridges, and it's Colin Sexton in for Miller. And then for Denver, Hardaway's checked in for Jones. And it's Brown in for Murray. Here's Ball. He's got 5. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Here's Brown after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And he drops the first.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick Jokic continuing to add to his legacy.
A different look for Denver. Holmes, he's checked in for Watson, and Strother subbed in for Johnson. And Jokic drops them both. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You could see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finals.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
So it's Denver now. 7-point differential. Pass to Strother. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Oh, sweet move. And Ball gets it to go.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Nuggets trail by 9. Out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jamal Murray.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection. And it's showing.
A different look for Denver. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Tyson comes in for Holmes. And Murray subbed in for Strother. Sexton passes to Ball. And here's Knippel from the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so here's Denver. After Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. Murray from outside. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
To the middle. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Diabate. Just 5 to shoot. And he jams it home with authority.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
They've got McNeely, Colin Sexton out there with James. Then it's Miles Bridges, and it's Diabate in at the 5. That's the Hornets 5. Stolen by Bridges. Here's McNeely, defended by Murray. Bridges outside. From outside the arc, drops in the 3. Bridges has got 5.
You know, since entering the league, Bridges has really worked tirelessly on his game, especially the three-point shot, and you see the results of that labor.
Here's Murray, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Colin Sexton. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too, and he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. Strother's checked in. And Murray drops them both. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Sexton against Murray. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Bridges.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 17. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you, Brian.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. With the step back. Got a piece of it.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Pass to Diabate. Back to James. Screen by Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Count it. And the Hornets lead by 19.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Knipples checked in for James. And then for Denver, Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Watson comes in for Strother. And Cameron Johnson subbed in for Brown. And here the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And it's the Hornets on the break. Knipple with a bucket. Knipple's got 5 points.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
So it's Denver now, and Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
And here's Sexton. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. There's the triple, and Miller good for 3.
Miller has shown that he's extremely comfortable letting it fly from deep. Not surprised he liked what he saw on that 3.
Outside Johnson. Over Knippel. The shot by Johnson, no good. Charlotte leading by 22. Bridges passes to Sexton. Again, Charlotte.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
Brown, he's checked in for Murray. On defense, the Hornets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. For 3, Hardaway drains the triple. Hardaway's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
A minute 58 left in the first half. Miller outside. Bridges outside. Back to Miller. Pass to Knippel. 5 on the clock. Shoots. Again, Charlotte.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And here's Johnson. Screen by Watson. From downtown. That one no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bridges finds Miller. 59 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And that one drops for him. Miller's got 5 now.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Jokic in the post. Coming off a 28-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Brown knew exactly what he wanted to do in there and finished inside.
Charlotte leading by 23. Sexton with it. He's got 5. Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Johnson. He's got 10.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games. What do you guys think? Looks like an action-packed group of games here.
Well, it's a very competitive league right now, Ernie. No more easy nights like Shaq and I had back in our day.
Oh yeah, some of those teams were S-O-F-T, soft, but I'm not naming names. You know who you are.
Oh, very noble of you, Dr. O'Neill. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside, break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. Nikola Jokic is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Johnson, then it's Murray, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
There's Ball with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ball's got 12.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. And he's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Bridges. Now Miller. Back to Bridges. Here's Knipple to the right side. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Miller from outside, off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Ball against Murray. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, you come up with a list of all of the creative players in the league, and, you know, you've got to have LaMelo Ball on that list somewhere near the top. You know, he gives you head-turning passes at least a couple of times a game.
And so Ball nails both of them. And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets, Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
I can't lie. I love to see that kind of physical play under the rim. He boxes out and claims the rebound.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Back to Ball. Miller outside. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J. No good on the shot.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Johnson against Miller. Now here's Jokic. The D's right on him. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Ball. Basket counts. Ball's got 7 points here in the quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Colin Sexton's checked in for Charlotte. And a switch here also for Denver. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Murray. He's got 10. The Nuggets with another miss.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Bridges on the wing. 9 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Sexton. Here's Ball. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Ball's got 18 points in the game. .144 left in the third quarter. Outside Johnson. Outside Watson. Now Jokic. Elbow shot on the way. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Hardaway. The three is up. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And stolen by Murray. And they're on the break. Here's Johnson. And he makes it on the layup. Johnson's gotten 4 this quarter. And here's Charlotte now. They lead by 17. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. It's Bridges on the wing, defended by Watson. There's the 3. Charlotte again missing. Nuggets trail by 17. On the wing, Murray. Three-pointer off the mark. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 20.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Pass to Jokic. Fade away. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. The 3 from Ball. Counted from distance. Ball's got 14 points here in the second half. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. More 2K action in just a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Colin Sexton out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Knipple, and it's Salon in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Diabate. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Diabate's got his first basket.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Murray. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Salon.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Here's Knipple, defended by Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Here's Diabate. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Pass to Strother. Now here's Hardaway. Now here's Valanciunas. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
How about the assertiveness from Hardaway Jr. there, electing to go with power and force? I love it.
Now Sexton. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And Denver pushing it up now. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Miller outside. Outside for Sexton. Fires the three. He drops it from range.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative and understanding when to shoot off the catch.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Watson comes in for Strother, and Cameron Johnson subbed in for Brown. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Watson passes to Murray. Back to Watson. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one. Hornets leading by 19. Up top, Miller, defended by Murray. Back to Miller. Pass to Knipple. The three connects from downtown.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Denver moving it around. Here's Jokic. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Diabate. Off target with the three.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Miller on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Jokic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Charlotte leading by 18. And here's Miller. Jokic pulls it down. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Can't get the three.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Miller. Defended by Murray. Here's Diabate. Just 4 to shoot. Miller. Johnson with the rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Now Jokic. Oh, he jammed it.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hornets.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And that's an important win. You never like to lose 2 in a row to a team, especially if you only see them 3 times.
Most definitely. I mean, going down 2-0 would have made their 3rd and final meeting of the season really difficult to win, but now they'll go into it with confidence and really liking their chances.
And what a huge performance it was for LaMelo Ball.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the 4th quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Murray from outside. No luck on that one. Charlotte leading by 19. Ball with it. Inside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
And when you have a multiple MVP like Nikola Jokic, there's pressure to put him in position to win it all, Clark.
Certainly agree with you there, B.A. Widely regarded as the best player on the planet, Jokic has the capacity to will them to victory single-handedly, but ideally, he shouldn't have to. He needs some additional reinforcement to complement his greatness.
The free throw drops for Jokic.
You know, what makes Jokic truly exceptional in my mind is the versatility. You know, he's a really good passer, and that to me is a tremendous distinction, not to mention how he scores and does the other stuff he does out there.
Brown against Ball. Good on the bucket.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Bridges outside. Takes a 3. The shot comes out. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And we present the player of the game, LaMelo Ball.